What up, homeboy?
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Who was that?
Eddie Jackson picks it past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field.
Who was that, though? Who had that?
They did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said.
King Wade.
They're going to have to come right back on.
When y'all playing him?
Happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's solidified it for you, huh?
Swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Skirts by him at the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left.
Oh, we got in front of me. That's bull.
They move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play,
when I get off, I thought y'all got off when I got off.
This play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week?
How you get unlimited boost?
Too great, and he goes down once more.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown
what you see?
versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside.
Really?
9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown.
I did not know that.
But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And you couldn't.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check 99. Check 99. Over. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 1st down. Chandler is going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I got it. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Chandler. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Throwing again, Chandler. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Detroit!
From the gun, Chandler. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I sure did get off after we had lost one of them games. I just got off, too.
And the Saints add on to their lead.
And when I got off, they came.
With Charles
Dang.
Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away. And
Boy, you said something. Hey, I get on here, folks talking about where the cousins and nephews at. I don't want to play. Hey, they were doing some damage.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
What a one-hand pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, Chandler connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new
Unfortunately, I am, bruh. Boy, why are you talking about Cod?
4 down.
Throwing on first down. Chandler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score.
Man,
and the Saints now
I'm down.
6 to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good.
Boy, then I turn around and you got 40 more, 50 more than me.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
What the freak?
Slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed,
what up, man?
and their route running savvy.
The reception good for 7.
You got a new name?
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah.
You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Penning. So he fought off the tackle.
What, you updated your name, big dog?
Before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game.
Whichever you prefer.
Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Chandler. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
4 down, check. 4 down.
Back to the air on second down. Chandler. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fourth seat, I don't know.
7 yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
They ain't got no scores, really.
And they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Boy ain't got no jump.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So a minute 55 to go.
I just look at their makeup this past season and how they lost in the playoffs. I don't see Horford and old boy bringing them much that they ain't already had in the playoffs. Regular season, they might have a better regular season record.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So is Golden State keeping Russell or not?
Goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Kawhi's on the way. Kawhi on the way, man. I was just saying it through that last little series.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On first down, Chandler. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing.
And Davis been on the cover before.
First down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this.
He was on that one where it was a bunch of folks on it though, like I think D Rose.
Yeah, I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think the writing on the wall, bro.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
At this point, I'd be most shocked if he didn't go to L.A.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ace! Watch his flat! Watch his flat! Check 13!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Chandler. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Shark, his second touchdown on the season.
There was a lot of movement yesterday, man.
Add 6 to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I like dude a little bit.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Oh, yeah, the little light-skinned cat.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So
his name's Zaire, ain't it?
Second and 12 from the 23.
Yeah. Dude ain't got no offensive game, bro. He just athletic. Yeah.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Left, 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 left. Bang, 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 bang. Left, 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 left.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first run for the backup Abdullah. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Over.
To throw again, Chandler. Being chased out left, and that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw on 3rd down, Chandler forced out to his left. And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And coughed it up into the Redskins. Haven't they do?
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Gotcha.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Following the fumble recovery, Chandler lets it go. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here
MVP or what?
New Orleans. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Probably me, bro.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised.
He ran right.
You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
My what? Oh, yeah.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Chandler, Sharp's got it, left side.
When you talk about a 300-yard passing game, to me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Chandler steps away to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Over! 58, right over there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On 3rd down, Chandler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
MVP coming through.
Gun!
On fourth down, Chandler. Throws right side, and that's complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1,
he
2,
said what?
3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge
you gonna pay for this.
As the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. Chandler. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people
that's a touchdown.
The ball in this situation. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Why is the football going to be all on the goal line?
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go. Green, 90.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That ball's caught.
If they did what?
Right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mahomes now on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And his pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. From the gun, it's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. They'll roll him out right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Even. 4 down. Even.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Chandler. There he goes inside the 30. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check. Gun!
On first and 10, Chandler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a home date next week.